All right, you guys, we are back, and let's check out part 1 of the VIP interview with Ashley Parker Angel.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jay in the VIP Celebrity Lounge with Ashley Parker Angel. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? I'm doing good, thank you.
Big doings for you lately, right? Big show on MTV.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been fun, though.
For people who don't know who Ashley is, he was in the band O-Town.
Yes, that's right.
The first making the band, the original that started the big craze, and that was with P. Diddy. Didn't have anything to do with it that point, right?
No, that was before P. Diddy. That was the back in the days of Lou Pearlman.
Oh, okay. So what was that? Let's start like at the very beginning. So how did you get to the audition? How many people did you beat out? Take me through the process.
Well, making the band at the time it came out, it was a real breakthrough concept in music and television. It was actually one of the first reality shows that got picked up on a major network, right before Survivor. I mean, Real World was always around on MTV,
right.
But the networks hadn't really caught on to the reality TV thing, and now of course it's like a phenomenon.
Right.
It's everywhere. But I just grew up in a really small town. I was 18 years old, right out of high school, and I heard about the auditions, and I thought, this would be a great foot in the door for me. And a couple thousand people came and tried out, and they narrowed it down to 25 guys, and then we all went to Florida, and then they narrowed it down to 8 guys that lived in a house, and then 5 guys got picked, and then that resulted in O-Town.
The guys, you still hang out with some of them, right?
Yeah. I have great friendships with all the guys. We went through such a crazy roller coaster ride together, and I think we always kind of knew in the back of our mind that we had like a limited time together as a group, just because of the way we came together.
Right.
We weren't a garage band that had been together
right.
for 5 years trying to get a record deal. We all loved music. We all got plucked from different parts of the United States. And we came into this really kind of like manufactured situation and tried to make it as organic as possible. But we had all these people around us who had an idea of what they wanted us to look like and what they wanted us to sound like. And so, in the summer of 2003, we basically kind of all made a mutual decision to call it quits.
So everybody just said, okay, this is it. We're not going to do an O-Town anymore. It wasn't like somebody else's decision. You guys decided?
We sat down as a group and we looked at what was going on, and we were happy to be traveling all over the world. We were happy to cut a multi-platinum record with Clive Davis, and it was great. I mean, we had a #1 song on the radio, but we signed these contracts that were just really binding, and it was really hard to ever get ahead. And that's not to say that it's all about making money, because we were having a great time performing the music we were doing. It was just kind of sad to see so many people taking a piece of the pie that when it came down to the 5 guys in the group
who are doing it, who are out there selling it.
Yeah, who were out there, really promoting it and pouring our hearts and souls into it. Just there wasn't really anything left. So I packed my bags, moved to LA with really no plan other than just to keep pursuing music, because I felt like I had a lot more to prove of myself as an artist.
Yeah. So now on the show, There and Back, the great thing that I like about the show is how real it is. I mean, you really struggling. You were struggling. And to I think a lot of people who don't understand, who think that, oh man, you had a big single, you were out there making tons of money, and now it was really about climbing back up. Now, how did the show come about? Where did the concept start? Was it you?
No, I mean, actually, to be honest, I wasn't pursuing reality television at all. In fact, I kind of figured after the original Making the Band series ended that I was pretty much done, I mean, that show lasted 3 seasons, and it's typically longer than a normal reality show runs with the same cast. Well, at the time anyways.
Right.
So I was like, I was happy to be pursuing music, but I was kind of done with reality TV, and I was able to get a record deal on my own, living in LA, and MTV found out I had a deal, and they got their hands on a couple of the songs off my demo, and they listened to it and really reacted to it, and they said, they contacted me through my record label and said, we want to take a meeting with Ashley, and I had no idea what the meeting was going to be about. Like,
you were like blown away by.
Yeah, I was like, of course I want to take a meeting with MTV, because I had this strange connection with MTV. We both have the same birthday.
Oh, really?
Which is just kind of weird.
So the day the channel launched?
And same year. August 1st, 1981. So,
that's crazy.
Not to sound cliche, but
call
it destiny or whatever,
You're MTV, you're the twin.
Yeah. I went in, took the meeting, and they asked me what was going on in my life. They knew I was pursuing music. They said, we love the sound and the direction you're going, and don't get offended, but you think O-Town, you get a certain impression, and it sounds nothing like that group. What's going on in your personal life? And I've always been a very real person. I've never tried to front and be someone I'm not. And I said, look, right now I'm like most Americans. I'm living off my credit cards. I'm floating my bills.
Right.
To be honest, I'm dead broke.
Right.
You know, I just found out my girlfriend was pregnant, and in the middle of all this, I'm trying to make a comeback in the music industry.
And so your girlfriend was pregnant at the time that you went to the meeting?
We just had found out.
And they were like, we got you now.
Yeah, we just found out, and that was just sort of another thing on my plate, and that I wasn't expecting. And they said, look, we think there's a real story here to tell. We'd love to showcase a former boy band member trying to break out of this really manufactured situation. And sorry, dude, I bit my tongue earlier, and like I can't talk very well. It's like swelling up.
You know
in
what's
my mouth.
perfect is we're going to leave the audience with a tease, and we're going to come right back with more of Ashley Parker Angel when we come back.
Coming up next, tips on befriending your coworkers.